Athletic Village and the East Campus Stadium for this afternoon's matchup between the Red Hawks of Montclair State and your Rensselaer Engineers. We now direct your attention to the north end zone and let's meet the starting offense for the RPI Engineers. At left tackle, number 73, Kenny Beckenroos. At left guard, number 70, Rick Dembowski. At center, number 51, Thomas Olison. The right guard for the Engineers, number 79, Garrett Farmer. At right tackle, number 68, Luke Kerschel. At tight end, number 48, Kenny Schrader. At wide receiver, number 2, Vinny McDonald. At wide receiver, number 10, Sterling Walker-Sutton. And at wide receiver, number 7, Peter Lombardi. The starting running back for the Engineers, number 0, Delano Munoz-Watts. And at quarterback, number 11, George Marinopoulos. And the rest of your Engineers led by head coach Ralph Feister.
Stadium on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York, as the captains for both teams are headed out towards the middle of the field as we're about to have the coin toss for the first game of the 2021 football season. As Coach mentioned, Montclair State 2-1 in the spring. They were 6-4 back in 2019. They're bringing back their top quarterback, the starter for today's game, which will be Jaquil Birch. He was their number one guy back in 2019. They are losing their top 2 rushers, though. They are not returning this year. So the rushing game, who's going to carry the load for them, could be a bit of a question. And if you're RPI, you look at a big roster here for RPI. There's a lot of there's a lot of players on the RPI roster because there are players who held over, about 18 players, I think, held over for the extra season, the extra semester to get a 5th year, although because of the cancellation there was no 4th year for some of them. So, and you've also got 2 classes coming in, basically the sophomores and then the freshmen coming in this year. The sophomores didn't play, so you have 2 classes that are essentially first year, along with a senior class and then a 5th year class. So there are a lot of players on the RPI roster. The coin toss has happened at midfield and it was won by Montclair State. They opted to defer their selection to the second half, so RPI will be getting the ball to start out the 2021 football season. And now we're going to have the national anthem here at the East Campus Stadium. Before we get started with today's game, we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of Engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also a reminder, it is that time. This is WRPI Troy with Engineer football from the East Campus Stadium. Kurt Studd on the call for you here today on WRPI. As I mentioned before, it was Minnesota State. It was Montclair State winning the coin toss before the game started. They deferred their selection, so RPI will be getting the ball to start out this first half. It has been a long time for a lot of people to do things. It's been, however long RPI hasn't played a football game is however long I have not been on the air. So if we're all a bit rusty here, please bear with us. That's just the way it goes sometimes. As Montclair State will be in their road whites with gray pants and red helmets. The primary color for Montclair State is red. They also use black as the secondary color, and then white is kind of like a third color. So Montclair State will be in the road whites with the red helmet. RPI is in their home reds with white pants and a black helmet. For today's game, it will be in the first quarter, Montclair going right to left. No. Left to right. RPI right to left across your radio dial in the first quarter. There are no external spectators right now here at the East Campus Stadium. It is students. RPI TV, of course, is broadcasting. We are here on WRPI. So that's the media right now. But the opposite side is one person sitting in the stands, and I believe that person is part of the team staff for Montclair State. So that's the one person in the stands on the opposite side here at the East Campus Stadium. Munoz Watts and Walker Sutton are back deep to return this kick. For Montclair State, it will be Andrew Meyerson to do the kickoff duties at the 35-yard line. Boots the ball away. It is taken at the 18-yard line to the 20, to the 25, 30, 35, and RPI gets out to the 37-yard line to start out today's action. Munoz Watts on the return for RPI. It'll be 1st and 10, Engineers at their own 37. George Marinopoulos will lead the RPI offense onto the field. He has decided to return. It would have been his senior year in 2020. He is back here in 2021 to quarterback this RPI team. Munoz Watts is in the backfield for RPI on this first down play. There'll be a 4 wideout formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right for RPI. Now Munoz Watts goes over to the left. He'll get the ball in the slot. That was a lateral at the 30-yard line to the 35, to the sideline, 40, and along the left sideline, out of bounds at the 44-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 7 for RPI on that first down play. RPI keeping it simple on first down, what's called an easier play than trying to go downfield, but they do pick up 7 yards. Now RPI is going to have single wideouts on each side, slot backs on each side. Munoz Watts is to the right of Marinopoulos as he's in the shotgun. And Marinopoulos is going to give it on the halfback option, gave it to McDonald. McDonald doesn't see anything downfield. Now he's going to get tackled back at the 40. He's going to lose 3 yards as he really didn't see anything downfield for him to throw it to. He ends up getting tackled by Montclair State back at the 40 for a loss of 3. And I think that was Dimitri Polly on the tackle for Montclair State. It'll make it 3rd down and about 7 for RPI. Ball's at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 7, Engineers. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right for RPI. Munoz Watts in the backfield. Marinopoulos is looking to throw. Doesn't see anything. Starts to scramble. He's going to get hit, and he'll get tackled back at the 32-yard line. And that was Powley again on the tackle for Montclair State. So RPI with a good play on first down, picking up 7 yards. But after that, the halfback option doesn't get them anything. Marinopoulos gets sacked. They're back at the 33, and it's going to be the punt team coming out for RPI. Zach Montrese out to punt for RPI. He'll be just inside his own 20-yard line. Boots the ball away. It bounces at the 35, takes a Montclair State bounce, then goes the other way, and it's going to be stopped at the 36-yard line. And that's where Montclair State will start out the first drive of the game for them. No score here, 13:07 to go, first quarter, RPI versus Montclair State. We do have the RPI pep band here, and we have the cheerleaders here. So it's mostly you have to be, essentially, almost everybody here is on-campus personnel. Montclair State starting out at their own 36. Jeff Birch is the quarterback, and he throws, and he misconnects, looking for Spatucci along the sideline to his right, and he just overthrows Spatucci, and that goes incomplete on first down for Montclair State. Second down and 10 for the Redhawks. A little bit odd for those of us who have been around RPI long enough. RPI used the Redhawks nickname 90s, early 2000s for some teams, never the football team, but for baseball and some of the other teams, Redhawks was one of the names that they would use. Three wide out formation for Montclair State here on second down. It'll be a pass. Birch is complete, and it's to the 39-yard line, and Eric Cowan is out of bounds on the reception right about the 40. They'll spot that. So Montclair State picks up 4 on a pass to the left. That was over towards the Montclair State side of the field. That's on the far side. RPI is on the near side here at the East Campus Stadium. We are in the stadium structure in the press box, essentially looking east right now. As we've got third down and 6 for Montclair State. 4 wide out formation. One man in the backfield. Birch takes the snap, looking downfield, finds a man. That is complete to the 43. He's hit, and that'll be short of a first down. Clarence Wilkins got the reception at the 43-yard line, but he was immediately hit by the RPID. One man hit him to slow him down. The next man took him out and stopped at the 43, and that'll be a fourth down for Montclair State, and they're sending out their punt team. Spellman is back deep for RPI. He's at his own 20-yard line to get this kick. It's booted away by Gallagher for Montclair State, and it's going to be fair caught at the 20 by Spellman. Gallagher actually not listed on the 2 deep as a punter. So I had to look that one up. So Gallagher punts it away. RPI takes it on their own 20. 11:46 to go here in the first quarter. No score, RPI versus Montclair State. Engineers out for their second drive. Marinopolis hands off on first down. Munoz Watts is fighting for yards, just wouldn't quit. Picks up 2, got out to the 22-yard line. He just wouldn't quit after he got hit at the 20, and he picks up 2 out of that. Munoz Watts wearing number 0. That's now approved in the NCAA that you can wear 0 out there. When are they going to use imaginary numbers? When does I get used? That's my question. Munoz Watts goes out as a wideout. There's now 5 wideouts for Marinopolis. He's back in the shotgun over the middle and dropped. It was in the hands of Lombardi near the 25-yard line, and he just dropped it. Didn't get hit, just couldn't handle the ball right around the 25, and that's incomplete on second down, and RPI now looking at a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Engineers will have 2 wideouts, 2 slot backs. Munoz Watts in the backfield. Five seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 8 RPI. Montclair State moving their defense around. Marinopolis takes a snap out of the shotgun. Throws, and that is knocked away. Nice D there by Jalen Harris. We've also got a flag on the play, but Harris got in front of the intended receiver, knocked the ball away, and it goes incomplete unless he gets called for that. Then, well, not such a good play.
All sides. Defense, number 31.
Okay, so Harris still with a good play. Unfortunately, his defense was offside, so it's a 5-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. Ball goes to the 27 of RPI, and now it'll be a 3rd and 3 for the Engineers. 3 wideouts to the right, tight end on the left. Munoz Watts in the backfield. Marinopoulos fakes to Munoz Watts, looks to throw, doesn't see anybody, and he's going to get sacked. Nelson was the second man in there. It looks like probably may have been the first man. He is sacked, and that's going to be a loss of yards for RPI back to the 24, and the punt team is going to come out again for RPI. So first possession for RPI punt, first possession Montclair State punt, and RPI in their second possession looks like they are going to punt again. Moncrief is at his own 10, gets the snap, kicks the ball away. Gallagher signals fair catch, and he'll take it at the 41. Had to go down towards the ground in order to get that one safely. But he's got it at the 41-yard line for Montclair State. We have 10:21 to go here, first quarter. Still no score, or 0-0. I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. Not a lot of excitement so far today. First down for Montclair State, and that pass that is complete to the 45, to the 50, and it's caught by Ablani Mendez. And he gets out to the 50-yard line, and that'll be a first down. No, pardon me, 1 yard short. They started at the 41, they're now down to the 9. Second down and 1 for Montclair State. Birch out of the shotgun with 4 wideouts. He's going to hand off. This will be a first down easily. 50 to the 45, and Mendez is upended right around the 45-yard line. Falls forward to the 43, and now it's a first down for Montclair State. First time somebody's gained the first down. 9:33 to go here in the first quarter. No score, RPI and Montclair State. We've got 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Birch is out of the shotgun. He's got a running back next to him, to his left. Looking to throw. Birch looking downfield, doesn't see anything, has to pull the ball back down. Now he's got to run for it. 45 slides. I think his knee hit around the 42-41. They're going to say it's at the 41-yard line. So he picks up 2 yards. As he was under pressure, he couldn't find anybody downfield. And the pressure forced him to slide down. And he's down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a second down and 8. Receivers to the left. You got a tight end on the right for Montclair State. Second down and 8. Throw over the middle. That was intended for Mendez, and he didn't turn around. Didn't see the ball was coming. By the time he turned, the ball was basically near where he was, but 5 yards, no, not 5 yards, about 5 feet behind him, and there was no way to get to him. So a miscommunication on the pattern on what route was going to be run or what the timing was on that play. Goes incomplete on 2nd and 8. Now 3rd and 8 for Montclair State. Another 4 wideout formation for the Redhawks. Crowd getting behind RPI. Birch throws one up in the air, and it is up to bat and intercepted by the Engineers, taken away by Francis Perry. He's got the ball around the 16-yard line, and the first turnover of the game on 3rd and long, as Birch just kind of tossed it deep. A high arcing pass that actually was better thrown to Perry than the intended receiver. And RPI with the interception gets the ball. 8:03 to go here in the first quarter, no score. RPI with it at their 16-yard line. Handoff on first down. Munoz Watts, again, he's not getting a lot of holes here to work with, and he's only going to pick up 2 yards going to the left. Interception has RPI at the 16. First down got them 1, so it's second down and 9 from the 17-yard line. 3 receiver formation for RPI. Marinopoulos out of the shotgun. Fakes to Munoz Watch. Pass that is complete to McDonald. McDonald to the 20. Puts his head down, tried to get through a tackler, couldn't, and he stopped at the 23 along the right side near the sideline. And at least set up a third down and short for RPI. It'll make it a 3rd and 3 from their own 23-yard line on the reception by McDonald. Partly cloudy here in Troy. Wind is blowing against RPI right now based on the flag to my right, which is the south end of the East Campus Stadium. 3rd down and 3 at the 23 for RPI. 4 wide receivers out there. Marinopoulos throws short to the 20-yard line and doesn't get anything. That's going to be a loss of yards. Conboy is tackled at the 20. A little bit of unpleasantness at the end. I say no flags are going to come out. Aiden's Georges on the tackle for Montclair State at the 20-yard line. Ends up with a tackle for a loss there against RPI, and RPI for the 3rd possession will be sending Moncrief out to punt. RPI losing the field yardage battle, the field position battle right now. They're punting deeper in their own territory on each drive. And Montclair State's getting good field position but can't do much with it. Moncrief's kick is away. Gallagher takes it at his own 38. Escapes one man to the 40, to the 45, still on his feet at the sideline, and now he's going to get caught and thrown down. He had 4 engineers surrounding him along the sideline, and there was no avenue for him to get out of there. So he stopped at his own 44. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter in Troy. RPI 0 and Montclair State 0. First and 10 for Montclair State at their own 44. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Out of the shotgun. Birch throws. That's a completion to the 45, wide open to the 50, and stopped at the RPI 49. I think that was John Toy. John Toy on the reception for Montclair State. Tough to differentiate between the 8s and the 6s for the Montclair State uniforms. The fonts, those 2 numbers look pretty close together, but that is Toy. There's no 86 on my cheat sheet for Montclair State for receivers. Montclair State taking about 50 players up here based on who's on the sidelines, who's here. Not the full roster that they have listed. RPI's got a lot more dressed for today's game. 2nd down and 3 for Montclair State. This is a handoff. Mendez is going to make it further into RPI territory, down to the 44, and that'll be a first down for Montclair State. Lions on the tackle for RPI. Chains will move. Ball's at the 44, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. RPI nothing, Montclair State nothing. Out of the shotgun with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Gives to Mendez. He's going to go left. Can't cut it upfield. Now he's going to get tripped up by the foot, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. McGrath on the tackle for RPI. That is Cole McGrath. So Montclair State loses 3 back to the 47. Second down and 13. 4 wide receiver formation. Birch takes the snap. Mendez with the carry straight ahead, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, then just basically hits a wall. He was just stopped dead at that point. Connor Ahern gets at least half the tackle on that one, if not the whole tackle. As Mendez is stopped at the 43. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Montclair State. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter, no score in today's game. Third and 9 at the 43-yard line. Birch out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Mendez is his running back. Mendez stayed in the block, now releases, throw that's complete to the 44, but it's not going to get to him to a first down. Forward progress got to the 40, no, the 39, pardon, not the 44, the 39, but they're going to call forward progress to the 40 to make it 4th down and 6. They have 2 laying on the tackle for RPI originally, and the receiver was pushed back. So the ball's at the 40, and Montclair State sends out their punt team. That is Gallagher back to punt. Spellman ready for the kick. A high end-over-end kick. It takes a Montclair State bounce to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and it's going to be down at the 5-yard line by the Redhawks. That didn't look good originally, but ends up very good by Gallagher, because he did that. They picked it up. You see in football, the Australian rules football, the punters from Australia kick it with the point down, and he did that and spun, but the key point was that when it hit the ground, it took a nice Montclair State bounce, and that enabled them to let it go to the 5-yard line. So RPI's back deep in their own territory. 2:16 to go here in the first quarter, no score. RPI starting out at their own 5. And Munoz Watts takes the handoff, and he is stopped at the 5-yard line. Francis Perry comes up to make the tackle and stops him at the line of scrimmage. So no gain for RPI. The only story here really in this first quarter is that the field is easing to my right, and that's RPI's end zone, the end zone that they're defending. All right, you start out in the middle of the game, and now everything is more to my right because the back and forth is putting Montclair State in better field position and RPI in worse field position, but nobody's got any scores, so that only gets you so far. You got to capitalize on that. 3 wide receivers, 1 slot back, 1 man in the backfield, and the throw by Marinopoulos is over the intended receiver. That was McDonald, and it goes incomplete. Ball rolled all the way out to the 35-yard line. It was a quick slant pattern that he missed McDonald on 2nd down and 10. So now it's 3rd and 10 RPI from their own 5-yard line. Well, there is a crowd of people outside the perimeter of the stadium on the hill on the south side, and judging from some of the it's a bit of ways, but judging from the look, I would say they're not students. Third down and 10 from the 5-yard line. Marinopoulos is back in the end zone, comes out, and he's going to get hit, and it's going to go down as a sack. He is tackled at the 4-yard line, and Seamus Nelson on the tackle there for Montclair State on the sack, and RPI moves a -1 on this series of downs, and Moncrief is going to come out, and he's going to be right at the back of the end zone, right under the goalpost to get this ball for the punt. I think that's Wilder. RPI had to get another player out there. 2 seconds left, 1, and they don't get did they take a timeout? Yeah, it looks like RPI took a timeout. Yes. Coach Isernia had to come out. They were running low on the time. and he ended up taking a timeout. No, it's Gallagher actually on the punt return there for Montclair State. The two deep has failed us at many points already in today's season. No score here. 45.8 seconds left in the first quarter. RPI versus Montclair State. As both teams have, well, Montclair State played 3 games in the spring, so they technically had a 2020-2021 season. RPI did not play any games. The last game RPI played was the Grove City game in the ECAC Bowl game back in November of 2019. RPI burns their first time out of this first half. Moncrief gets the snap, gets the kick away. It's going to, Gallagher's going to signal fair catch, and he'll take it at the 45-yard line. So the first time Montclair State will start out on RPI's side of the field. No score, RPI versus Montclair State. They're in sunny Troy. Double tight end formation, single wideouts each side for Birch. Mendez next to him in the backfield. To give us to Mendez. He's to the 45, gets hit again, and he's stopped at about the 43. Connor Ahern. And on the tackle there, Al Shipley, the PA announcer, agrees with me on that. Both teams trying to find some rhythm here, trying to find some sort of movement. And Montclair State has actually gotten first downs. RPI hasn't, but Montclair State hasn't been able to string them together. That's going to do it for the first quarter here in Troy. No score between RPI and Montclair State as they are about to switch sides here. 15 minutes are in the books at the beginning of the 2021 football season. For Montclair State, the offense, Joe Tanti, Matt Schnall, Michael DeSarno, Angelo Greer, and Xavier Gully are the line up front. Quarterback is Jaquil Birch. Albany Mendez is the running back. Eric Cowan is the tight end. Clarence Wilkins, Zach Lewis, and Matt Spatucci are the wide receivers. For RPI on defense, the line up front, you have Josh Cohen, Connor Ahern, and Shafia Langford. You have Magnus Womble, Cole McGrath, Austin Charles, Joe Deptula in the middle. The cornerbacks are CJ Lyons and Chris Gomes, and the safeties are Francis Perry and Jeff DeChico. Getting ready for the second half as the ball's at the 43-yard line. It'll lead Montclair State right to left, RPI left to right across your radio dial in quarter number 2. 15 minutes on the big board. No points for either team. Second down and 8 for Montclair State at the 43-yard line. Birch pass, that is complete to the 41-yard line. Cohen has it. Cowan has it at the 41. And he's tackled there by a large number of engineers. And it'll make it third down and 6 now for Montclair State. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Mendez takes the handoff. He gets through the line. Then it looks like it was Schumacher who grabbed him right as he crossed the 40. Mendez is able to get down to the 37 where he stopped, and they'll make it a 4th and 2, and they're sending Gallagher out to punt. This is a good time to fake. Stefkovic, a defender, is one of the up men. They're actually going to punt this, yes. Gallagher boots it away. Fair catch is signaled by Spellman at the 15-yard line, and that's where RPI is going to take over. .48 to go here in the first half. No score. As RPI starts at the 15. RPI's field position, they're starting drives to 37-20, 16-5, and 15. Engineers first and 10 at their own 15. Handoff. RPI going left, nothing. There's absolutely nothing there. So Munoz Watts wasn't able to get anything on that. There's RPI second down and 10. They're actually going to give him maybe a 1 on that. Second down and 9, they'll call it. Ball's at the 16-yard line for RPI. Marinopoulos throws over the middle. That's complete to McDonald. McDonald to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Almost broken another tackle. Finally gets brought down. Harris got him right near the 35-yard line. Prevents him from breaking away. There was still another man coming after him, so he had a chance to break that one, but Harris prevented any chance of that by grabbing him at the 35. Ball goes to the 40, and that's the first first down for RPI in today's game, the first one they've earned. They've got it at the 40-yard line, no score, 12:35 to go here in the first half. Marinopoulos on the handoff. RPI is going to get about 9 on this. 8-9, they're going to call it 8. Falls out to the 48-yard line. Munoz Watts on the carry. Picks up 8. Second down and 2 for the Engineers. Munoz Watts gets another carry, slips and falls. He's going to be down at the line of scrimmage. He tried to make a cut. He was going left, tried to cut right, and his right leg just kind of gave out underneath him, and he fell down. RPI is starting to get a little bit of excitement here as they picked up the first down, then picked up 8 yards on the ensuing first down play. That second down, a knot, and now third down. 3 wide out to the right, 1 to the left for RPI. Munoz Watts is now going to shift. He's going to be over to the left, so there's a 5 wide out formation for Marinopoulos. Takes the ball in the shotgun, throws, that's complete. That'll be a first down out to the 45, and down at the 43-yard line is Lombardi. Crossing the middle, gets the pass, RPI completes it, and they've got a first down at the Montclair State 43-yard line. 11:24 to go here, first half. No score, RPI versus Montclair State here in Troy. And we've got a flag. Is this a sideline violation against Montclair State? Yeah, it should be a warning the first time. And now the referee, I should give you the referee's name. I did not do that before. Rob Guyton is the referee for today's game. Very few penalties. The officials are virtually non-existent in today's game.
Sideline warning on the visiting team. There is no penalty assessed for that.
So that's a sideline violation against Montclair State. The referee warned both benches. There's no penalty. It's just a warning the first time. First and 10 at the 43-yard line for RPI, 43 of Montclair State. Marinopoulos hands off to a receiver cutting across the middle. That's Lombardi, and Lombardi is stopped. He maybe got a yard. He was trying to go left and he cut up field behind Munoz Watts, who's going to block for him, but no, they're going to put him at the line of scrimmage essentially. So no gain on first down for RPI. 10:40 to go here in the first half. No score. Second and 10 from the 43-yard line. This is a 3 wide out formation. Looks bad on the handoff. Marinopoulos is in a crowd of people. He's got to run with the ball, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Bear hugged and brought down by Dominic Ferreira. But there was no place for him to go. Excellent. Montclair State, except for a couple of plays early in this drive, has really had some excellent pressure in today's game. Now we have an injured Montclair State player, so we'll have a timeout on the field. For RPI, the offense, the line up front, Danny Beckenhuis, Rick Demboski, Thomas O'Lawson, Garrett Farmer, and Luke Koschel are the line up front. The tight end is Kenny Schrader. The wide receivers are Vinnie McDonald, Sterling Walker-Sutton, and Peter Lombardi. The running back, Delano Munoz-Watts. And the quarterback is George Marinopoulos. The defense for the Redhawks from Montclair State, Dimitri Pauly, Dominic Ferreira, and Chris Bukta are the line up front. The linebackers, Aidens Georges, Michael Stefkovich, Seamus Nelson, and Zahir Wilder. Seamus Nelson. Zahir Wilder and Jalen Harris are the cornerbacks, and 3 safeties, Brennan Ray, Mike Ramos, and Omari Wilmore. Back to action here for RPI. It will be 3rd down and 10 at the Montclair State 43-yard line. Clock is running. The clock was running before the injury stoppage of the clock, so it's 9:45 to go here in the first half. No score. 5 wide out formation for Marinopoulos. 2 left, 3 right. The wind has kind of died down right now at the East Campus Stadium. Out of the shotgun, Marinopoulos throws. That's complete. 35 to the 30, 25 to the 20. McDonald on his feet, breaks a tackle. He runs out of bounds at the 15. RPI gets into the red zone for the first time this season. Nice pass, and then by Marinopoulos, run by McDonald, gets RPI to the Montclair State 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Engineers. 9:20 to go, first half, no score. Two receivers each side for the Engineers. Munoz-Watts moves up next to Marinopoulos. He'll put a receiver in motion. Marinopoulos throws right before he's going to get hit, and that goes incomplete. He was looking for Walker-Sutton around the 10-yard line. He went up, came down hard, but the ball was way too high. Oh, actually, nobody might be. That's Conboy, actually. 20, not 10. So Conboy, he's having trouble getting off the field, so they'll have another official timeout here at the East Campus Stadium. Now he's going to get up. Training staff escorts him out. He's going off under his own power. So the teams went to the sidelines, but Conboy's already off the field. So the officials kind of want everybody back on the field. It's not a full timeout. Referee started the play clock. RPI is getting back out there on offense. 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line for RPI. Two receivers way to the right, one to the left, tight end or man in the slot on the right. And this is a pitch to McDonald. Nope, that was McDonald. That was Lombardi cutting across behind the line of scrimmage. And he goes a long way, all the way over to the sideline on the RPI side of the field. It was on the other hash mark. He's down at the 11-yard line, but there's also a flag on the play. Rob Guyton's going to give us the call. Nobody's really moved to indicate what this is. Now,
offense, number 48,
just to get back
10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
That was was a long developing play, as Lombardi was trying to cut behind the line and turn the corner on the right side. He was not able to. And now it's a 10-yard loss. Well, he did get yards. I should correct myself. The line did move forward, and he did pick up some yards, but it'll be a 10 yards minus that. So the ball's at the 21-yard line, 8.5 to go here in the first half. Marinopoulos throws, and that's incomplete. There was a lot of contact there between the defender and the intended receiver. But they're going to just say, well, that was incidental. That happens. Walker Sutton was the intended receiver. Third down and 16 for RPI at the 21-yard line. Marinopoulos looking into the corner for McDonald, and it goes through his arms. If he had held on to that, he had a touchdown. It went. He was trying to do the over-the-shoulder catch, and it went right through his arms, and it falls incomplete. So RPI is just a field goal attempt for the Engineers. It is. Connor McDougall will come out to try to put the first points on the board for RPI this season and this game. Moncrief is the holder for the Engineers. This is a 38-yard attempt. Snap, spot, kick from the right hash is up, and it is no good. Missed it to the left. So we are still scoreless here at the East Campus Stadium as McDougall's field goal attempt missed it left. For Montclair State, they take over at the 21-yard line. That was the line of scrimmage. Unlike the NFL, which starts at the spot of the kick, college still starts at the line of scrimmage if it's outside the 20. First and 10 for Montclair State to 21. This is their worst starting position for a drive. And Mendez on the carry. He runs straight ahead into a group of Engineers at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 3 for Montclair State on that play. 7:50 to go, first half, no score. Second and 7 from the 24. Montclair State, single wide out each side. Mendez in the backfield. Birch is under center. In a double tight end formation. He goes back, gives to Mendez. He gets hit at the 24-yard line, breaks that first tackle, and then he's going to get stopped after that. Josh Cohen on the tackle for RPI. Stopped at the 27-yard line. It'll be third down and 4. Two wideouts left, one to the right. Tight end on the left for Montclair State. Mendez in the backfield. Birch is going to roll to his right. Throws to Mendez. He makes a one-handed grab at the 30, and he stops at the 32. That should be a first down. Yep. They'll put him out at the headlines and puts him out at the 32-yard line, so that'll be a first down for Montclair State. 6:35 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Montclair State trying to put another drive together. They have not been in the red zone. And except for RPI's last drive, Montclair State at least is driven better. RPI got close enough to try a field goal, but there hasn't really been a lot to get excited about in today's game, unless you like punting. First and 10. Mendez takes the handoff. He goes right, doesn't see anything, starts to cut it upfield, escapes a few people, and then is stopped at the 34-yard line. Credit Perry on the tackle for RPI. That'll make it 2nd and 8 for the Engineers. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mendez in the backfield. Wind has died down. Sun is still shining. It's mostly sunny, I would call it. Not even partly sunny, mostly sunny. And now it's going to be a rush by Montclair State. Gets stopped at the 40-yard line. Third down for Montclair State at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Ball's on the far hash. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Mendez with the carry. He's got the first down. Cut straight ahead. Well, doesn't cut straight ahead. Moves straight ahead, and he's out to the 44, and that'll be a first down for RPI. Or for Montclair State. Crowd kind of got taken out of the game right at that moment. Again, I'm looking down at the crowd right now, and it's basically students. Doing a good job. And we've got the pep band out there, cheerleaders are out there, and it looks like locals are up on the hill. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for Montclair State. 3 wide receivers on the left. 4:15 to go here in the first half. No score. Mendez goes right with the carry. Gets tripped up, and he's going to be down at the 47.5. I thought DeChico had the tackle for RPI, but no, Lions, that's right. Actually, Al Shipley is correct. He's actually better at that than I am. It was Lions on the tackle. 2nd down and 7 for Montclair State. Birch couldn't find anything to the left. Now throws over the middle. Mickens was the intended receiver right around the 49-yard line. But that was well defensed, and ball got knocked away. And now Montclair State is looking at a 3rd down. Third and 6.5 for Montclair State, just outside the 48-yard line. Three wide receivers. Birch rolls left, throws. That's complete to Lang. Caught for a loss is Mickens. That was Brockdorf. Spencer Brockdorf for RPI catches Mickens for a loss back at the 45-yard line. And it'll be 4th and 9 for Montclair State. And Gallagher comes out to punt. Spellman's back at his own 20. Gallagher kicks it. This is a low kick. RPI's got to get away from this. They do. Montclair State will down it at the 27-yard line. We have 2:48 to go here. First half of play. RPI nothing. Montclair State nothing. Engineers looking for a drive. Best scenario here, you take a drive. You've got 2:48 on the clock. Take a drive downfield, get rid of most of that, and put some points on the board. Go into the locker room up, and that's not going to happen on the first down play, first of all, because it's going to be a 2-yard loss at least. Munoz Watts had no chance to get out of the backfield. There were about 3 Red Hawks in the backfield right after he got the ball. So that's going to be a loss of 2 for RPI back to the 24-yard line. Second and 12, Engineers at the 24. Receiver stacked on the left. There's two receivers stacked on the left, one on the right. Slot back on the left. Munoz Watts in the backfield. And Montclair State just crossed. That's a free play for RPI. Marinopoulos looks to go along the sideline. McDonald's got it at the 30-yard line, down to the 25. No, make that the 21. Nope, 25. I was right the first time. McDonald down to the 25, so that was a free play. Montclair State moved into the neutral zone, didn't touch. Marinopoulos saw that, went for the yards, gets it to McDonald along the right sideline, and he's down to the 25-yard line. First and 10, RPI, 1:57 to go in the first half. It's a relatively quick-moving first half, but there's no scoring. Marinopoulos takes the snap. Going for the corner. He's got a man open, but overthrows him. It was McDonald. He was looking for McDonald. McDonald was open in the end zone. Had that been on target, it would have been a touchdown. But it was well out of bounds. That stops the clock with 1:42 to go here in the first half. RPI has 2 timeouts left. So they're at the 25. They've got time and they've got timeouts to work with. Third receiver formation with a slot back and a running back. Munoz Watts takes the carry, and he's going to only get 1. Seamus Nelson on the tackle. Ball's at the 24 for a 3rd and 9 for RPI. Montclair State's defense was not happy about something that RPI did, but the officials don't throw a flag or anything, so nothing's coming of that. 3rd down and 9. Marinopoulos fakes the handoff. He's going to go for that corner again and is incomplete. McDonald was again the intended receiver. Yes. Oh, Lombardi, pardon me. That's 7. Yes, that's 7. Lombardi was the intended receiver in the corner. So that was 3rd down and 9 for RPI. That goes incomplete. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. RPI with a 4th and 9 at the 24, and the offense is staying out there. It would be a longer kick for McDougall, and he missed on the shorter one, which is why the game is still scoreless. Marinopoulos takes us down. Doesn't see anything downfield. He's going to run with it to the 15. Marinopoulos is down at the 10. That's a first down. First time Marinopoulos has opted to run the ball. The clock is stopped because the chains had to move. Now it's going to start again. Well, technically they didn't. They're at the 10-yard line. You don't need chains. 40 seconds to go. First and goal, RPI at the 10. No score here in the first quarter. Down to 37 seconds. Marinopoulos has time to throw. Finds a man at the 5-yard line and breaks one tackle and now out of bounds. Pushed out by Nelson. And we've got an injured Montclair State player. So there's a timeout on the field with 28.7 seconds left. RPI picked up 5 down to the 5-yard line on that reception. Lombardi was the intended receiver on that play. The injured Montclair State player has made his way off the field. Ball's at the 4-yard line, actually. 28.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. First half, pardon me. No score. RPI with a 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Walker Sutton goes in motion towards the middle. This is a snap back to McDonald, and he's not going to get anything. He stopped at the 4-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and goal from the 4, and RPI has called a timeout. That is their 2nd timeout of this first half. So RPI has 1 timeout left. So they can call basically anything on this play with the extra timeout, because if they get stopped, if they get in, touchdown. If they don't, they can call a timeout, and they've only got 1 play left. Timeout is over with. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. So you've got 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Marinopoulos will be out of the shotgun. Snap. Looking left, and is that in? Does McDonald have it? Along the end zone, yes, touchdown, McDonald. Had to wait for the official to actually agree that, yes, McDonald got the reception. He was double covered, actually. Extremely well thrown by Marinopoulos. And RPI takes a 6-0 lead with 15.2 seconds left in the first half. Montclair State's going to call a timeout. As McDougal, RPI came out to kick. I don't think there was a surprise there. It could be that Montclair State didn't have the right personnel on the field. Connor McDougal out to try the extra point. Zach Moncrief is the holder. Snaps low, he gets it in position. Kick is up, and McDougal's kick is good. 15.2 seconds left first half. RPI leads Montclair State 7-0. RPI has a kickoff here. 15.2 seconds left. Montclair State will get the ball to start at the second half. They won the coin toss before the game, and they elected to defer their selection. RPI's goal right now, make sure this kickoff doesn't get run back, hold Montclair State on their side of the field. Montclair State does have two timeouts, pardon me. They used 1 on that conversion attempt. And then go into the locker room with a 7-point lead. McDougal has the ball teed up for the kickoff. It's a high, short kick taken at the 28-yard line by one of the up men, and he's going to run out of bounds on his own. That's Seamus Nelson. Oh, he called a fair catch. I didn't catch that. So the ball will be back at the 27-ish, 28. Call it the 28-yard line. Montclair State takes it 13.3 seconds left. Four wide out formation. Single running back. Birch throws. That's to the 40. That'll be a first down to the 44. The pass was complete to Spectucci. Will actually put the tip of the ball on the 45-yard line, so the chains have to move. 6.8 seconds left in the half, and Montclair State will take a timeout. So they're going to be down to one timeout. Now downs aren't a problem, it's just time. There's only 6.8 seconds left. They get maybe one play. They can stop the clock after this play. So one, maybe two. I'm not sure if you can bank on getting two at this point. It's time to remind you, you are listening to WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. 2021 season underway. First time RPI has played football since 2019. Kurt Studd here on the call for you today. So it'll be 1st and 10, Montclair State at the 45-yard line. Trailing by 7. As we're winding down in the first half. Birch running around in the backfield. 3 seconds to go. Birch runs out of bounds around the 45 with 1.4 seconds to go. So he didn't see anything he liked downfield. Ate the ball. And now Montclair State gets barring a defensive penalty, they'll get one more shot downfield. Two wide out each side, one man in the backfield. Birch out of the shotgun with 1.4 seconds left in the half. Birch looking downfield. He's going to dish it off short, but there's going to be no gain on that. Absolutely none. Deptula comes in, flattens the receiver. That was Mickens who got the ball. And that's going to end the first half here in Troy. 7-0. RPI has the lead. As the half ends. Both teams with 6 possessions. Montclair State 4 punts, an interception, which was kind of like a punt. Actually, RPI got it deep in their territory in the interception. And the half ended the game, ended their final drive. RPI 4 punts, a missed field goal, and a touchdown. Not really a lot to talk about except for that one RPI drive that went in and got them the touchdown. And they got the ball with 2:48 left to go in the first half. That one drove them downfield, gets them the TD. And RPI has the 7-0 lead here at the East Campus Stadium. We are going to take a break. It'll be halftime. We'll listen to the rest of the interview I did with RPI engineer head coach Ralph Isernia, and then we'll be back with the second half after that. The score here after one half at the East Campus Stadium, it is RPI 7, Montclair State 0, and you're listening to live coverage of Engineer Football on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy.
Hey, don't be late, Billy.
There is no line. Don't let there be a line.
8 o'clock on the dot. Billy, don't be late. Don't be late.
Oh, 6:50,
1 a.m. Be there. We got the band. Let's go. Boys, we gotta get some light for the band. We got the band. Wait, we got some band. We gotta get some light for the band.
Go get it for the man.
Oh,
Every sports world comes with the freshest handcrafted food daily, from warmers to fan favorites. See your specialties at Starbucks and Sundays and craft beers. Everything sports world, serving the series every season.
Yo, that's hype. Yo, it says Eastern Florida, Western Spring Break. No, that's no. Yo, we're going to Loudy. We're going to Fort Loudy.
Every fall, ASPD and SHW work together to bring the biggest freedom event of the year to RPI. And 43 years, both organizations have built to run a career fair that serves as a great networking opportunity.
Yo, we got Williams. We got Williams on the schedule.
This year, maybe not as this year's going to be
Oh, that's happening. No, it says here.
register today at RPI.
I don't even have Pedialyte. My brand
Wait,
is
we got
compared to
and Union and Williams. Where are we?
Go home and eat a loaf of bread. That's all.
It says
You have Alka-Seltzer?
Fans, come on back to UConn Stadium for tonight's women's soccer matchup between
go, Seven.
the
Come on.
Engineers and the
Get those balls up in the air.
at 6 p.m. And then as we said, the Engineers are back at Tomorrow
It deletes the
at
assets.
5 p.m. When they take on New Paltz.
I got 3 of these coupons.
Alright.
I'll give you one. I'm gonna go in a
So you
minute.
got Alka-Seltzer. You
I'll
don't
give you
go
one.
up.
No, not now. I'm not waiting. I'll go miss you. Billy likes eating ass.
I've been there before.
Billy ate some ass last night.
Negative.
Billy got some beauty. Some mommy milkers. What's the line, bro?
Trevor, why did you wake me up? That was the scariest experience of my life. I thought it was Angelo and then he was tall.
Sean, give me your water.
Want my water?
Yeah, wait, when they bring the pizza back?
It's all right.
Hey, where's Sam?
Sam's not here. Give me your water.
No, you want to buy water?
No, no tarts on. I can't do that to them. Yeah, it's game 1. I can't do that to them. Why do the guys? Look at him and talk to me! Look at him and talk to me! Seven, look at him and talk to me! I coach people like you, but that was in Pee-wee! You suck! Hey Rick, take notes from this side, bud! Hey, Penn State's winning! First 10 on. There we go! Hey, where'd you start?
RPI will be going left to right, Montclair State right to left across your radio dial in this third quarter. Looks like they've got the live stats close to done. They've had to do some updates. Everybody's new at this, or kind of new. Okay, the kickoff was along the ground by McDougal. It was taken at the 35-yard line. It hit one of the Montclair State upmen. It didn't matter. After 10 yards, it was a live ball anyway, so it wasn't like the punt. But it was covered, by Montclair State. So they will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35 to start out the third quarter. Again, RPI up 7-0. That was with 16 seconds left in quarter number 2. Marinopoulos to McDonald on a 4-yard pass. McDougal with the conversion made it RPI 7 and Montclair nothing. 1st and 10 for the Redhawks from the 35-yard line. Birch out of the shotgun. It's going to hand off on 1st down. And that's Mickens, I believe, on the carry. Yep. He makes it out to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 5 for Montclair State as we start out quarter number 3. Still mostly sunny here in Troy. It's a good day for football, a good day to start out playing football. Really, for weather-wise, early September, I don't think you could ask for better, especially since some of the weather we've had recently in the Northeast. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Mickens is going to take the carry once more. He goes to the left, and he gets cut down right about the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 3. Womble on the stop for RPI. Magnus Womble. So ball's at the 43-yard line for Montclair State for a 3rd down. It's a 3rd down and 2. Back to throw, knocked away. Looks like Austin Charles got a hand on it, knocked it away. And it goes incomplete, and 4th down, Montclair State will send out their punt unit. This is going to be the 5th punt for Montclair State. Back to Gallagher for the kick. He boots it away. It's going to bounce. An RPI player gets knocked down, hits him while he's on the ground, and he covers the ball. Okay, so that was Spellman, the return man for RPI. He got knocked down, and then the ball came up, hit him while he was on the ground. He covered it there, and RPI has it at the 21-yard line for their first possession of this second half. 13:26 to go here in the third quarter. RPI 7, Montclair State nothing. And again, engineers going left to right, so that is towards the gymnasium here at the East Campus Athletic Village. No wind right now. That is not a factor. It's kind of RPI heading south. Marinopoulos hands off to Munoz Watch. He goes left into a pile. Pile still moving around, and finally stopped at the 29. So he picked up 3 on that play. In the first half for RPI, Marinopoulos 10 of 17 passing for 137 yards and the 1 touchdown. McDonald was his big target, 5 receptions, 113 yards, 22.6 average when he got the touchdown pass. And rushing, Munoz Watch has only netted 11 yards rushing. I mean, RPI, 1 drive is really all they had. The rest of it, most of them were 3 and outs. Marinopoulos loses the ball. There's a race for it back at the 10-yard line, covered by one of the RPI offensive linemen. He was running upfield. He was trying to move forward. A defender grabbed his arm and kind of just whipped his arm around, and that caused the ball to come loose. And the ball goes back to the 9-yard line. Fortunately covered by an adept, and what am I looking for? I'm not sure the word I'm looking for right now, but a on-the-spot linemen saw what happened, went back and got to the ball and kept possession of it for RPI. So it's 3rd and long back at the 9-yard line. RPI is going to keep this one on the ground. Munoz Watts goes right, turns it upfield, but can't find an opening, and he is stopped at the 14-yard line. Somebody lost a helmet. That was the defender. That was Seamus Nelson, lost his helmet. He has to go off the field. But RPI's got a 4th and long here, and they are certainly punting. Moncrief is back at the goal line, waiting the snap. Boots it away, just barely got it away. Gallagher takes it at the 48, didn't fair catch, escapes one tackle to the 45, middle of the field, still on his feet, loses the ball. It looks like it's recovered by RPI. I saw 50 for RPI grab it at the 39-yard line. They're undoing the pile, and RPI's got it. So on the Gallagher returned it. He fumbled around the 41-42 around there. The ball moved forward. RPI recovered it at the 39-yard line, and RPI, that punt works out very, very well for the Engineers. We have 11:26 to go here. 3rd quarter, RPI up 7-0, but they get another shot here. First and 10 Engineers at the 39. Play action. Marinopoulos looking for McDonald, and there is a mix-up on the route there. McDonald went in towards the middle of the field. Marinopoulos thought he was going to hang towards the sidelines, and the pass was way off target. RPI trying to capitalize on the momentum of the fumble by going deep on the next play, but they don't connect. RPI's success today has been passing. Only 5 first downs for both teams through the first half. RPI pitches the ball to Lombardi after a fake handoff, and Lombardi is stopped at the 40-yard line. George is on the tackle for Montclair State at the 40. He goes off the field. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Engineers at their own 40-yard line. 10:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-0 RPI on top. Marinopoulos throws, and it's caught by McDonald, and he's got a 1st down to the 44. Harris was on the coverage on that, and it looked like at one point they both had the ball, but then McDonald got away from that, and he makes it out. They'll put it at the 47 of Montclair State for a 1st down for RPI. It looks like McDonald just came away with the ball, got a few extra yards, and that's a 1st down RPI at the 47. 10:18 to go here. 3rd quarter, RPI up 7-0, another 1st down. Four wide receiver formation. Munoz Watts in the backfield for the Engineers. Marinopoulos looking right, looking for McDonald again, and that is overthrown. There was a lot of physical play along the sidelines both ways. We're not looking at a pass interference here. It was both ways. Clean play, but it was also probably impossible for McDonald to catch that and stay in bounds. So 1st down play doesn't work. It'll be 2nd and 10 for RPI. Receiving yards, I think this is through the first half. 137 for RPI, 28 for Montclair State. Rushing yards, Montclair State is up 51-10 in that category. So there's just not a lot of offense in that first half, and that's why the score was 7-0 RPI. Just wasn't a lot going on. RPI tries on the ground this time. That's not Munoz Watts in there. And it stopped at the 47-yard line for no gain. Actually, 48, that was... Looks like Angel Colina in there. believe this is his 5th year. He stayed around for a semester after not, of course, nobody played in 2020. Wanted to get another semester of football in. So 3rd down and 11. It is Kalina in the backfield and on the last rush. Marinopoulos out of time. He is going to get sacked back at the 41-yard line. Omari Wilmore. Stefkovic and Wilmore will get credit for that sack of Marinopoulos, and that's back to the 45, and this drive for RPI has lost its momentum. So Moncrief will come out to punt. Gallagher back at his own 22. Moncrief boots the ball away. Fair catch signaled and taken at the 17-yard line. Okay, is that a 7 or a 2? Okay, that's Wilder. My bad. So if I've called Gallagher before on punt returns, it's actually Wilder. The 7s and the 2s look alike. 7-0, RPI leads, 8:32. To go here in the 3rd quarter. There are no special team stats on live stats. No, that's a little depressing. First and 10 for Montclair State. Back at their own 18-yard line, and this is going to be a run to the right side, and it's going to be a pickup of about 4. Mendez is back in there at running back. So he picks up 4 out to the 22-yard line. They started this drive at the 18. Three receivers to the left on 2nd down and 6 at the 22-yard line. Birch has a man, and it goes right through him. Wilkins had the ball, and he had time to catch it, and it just basically went off his shoulder. Goes incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down. It's been difficult for anybody to move the ball in today's game, and those little errors could become a little bit more important if the team ends up not really moving the ball. It's a finite amount of time in the game. 4 wide receiver formation. Birch looking, and it's incomplete. Intended for Spatucci around the 40-yard line. He got a hand on it, and then Brockdorf came in and hit him right after he touched the ball. So good D. I don't know if Petrucci had grabbed that. I don't know if he could have held on to it with the hit that he got afterwards. There ended up being 2 defenders on him. Brockdorf was the second one there, but he was the first one to get the hit. So this goes to 4th down and 6, and Montclair State's going to punt the ball away. It's a low kick, and it bounces at the 48, and it'll be down at the 44. 7.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. RPI 7, Montclair State nothing. The second half has started out very much like the first half. The difference is the field position that they're trading right now. RPI's got the advantage. They're starting out with better field position than Montclair State is. It was reversed in the first half. 1st and 10 for RPI at their own 44. 4 wide receivers. Munoz Watts in the backfield. Marinopoulos wants to throw, and intercepted. It's taken away by Stefkovic. He's running down the field to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5, and Stefkovic is in for the touchdown. It's a pick 6 for the Red Hawks, and they get on the board. It was just thrown right to Stefkovic. Right to him. The only way that's not an interception is if Stefkovic drops the ball. That's the only way. He just turned around, he had to grab it and then make the run, and he does, and Montclair State's got 6 coming out to try for the extra point. Meyerson to try the extra point. Snap the spot. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:19 to go here, third quarter. And we are tied at 7. That's a tough one right there, because Montclair State offense was not going anywhere and hadn't been going anywhere. And now the defense is able to pick up the INT. .44, how many yards? That was probably about a 47, 48-yard return. I'm going to put it in as 47 right now until the live stats update something, but it was a few yards beyond the line of scrimmage where Stefkovic got the ball. 7-all here at the East Campus Stadium. Kickoff is taken at the 15-yard line, 20, 25, 30, and past the 35. And Munoz Watts is stopped around the 37, 38. They'll call it the 38-yard line. RPI headed at the 44 for the interception. Now they're out to the 38. The difference is there's 7 additional points on the board. And those points are for Montclair State. Five-yard penalty against Montclair State. I did not hear what that was. So the ball will be at the 43-yard line for RPI to start out this drive. 7:13 to go here, third quarter. Tied at 7, RPI Montclair State. Engineers with 3 wide receivers. Now they're going to put Lombardi in motion. He's going to move over to the right-hand side. RPI is going to go to the ground game, and that's going to be Kalina, who is out to the 46. That's a pickup of 3. That was running on the right side, basically following Lombardi for the block. RPI's rushing game, hasn't been there. 10 net yards in that first half. RPI did it mostly in the air, not on the ground. And again, that was really the one touchdown drive. The drive prior to that, they got a first down, but that ended up dying. Oh, that was the missed field goal, pardon me. That was the missed field goal. Second down, Kalina takes the handoff. Pally is right there. Pally with the tackle and pushes him back 2 yards. So RPI is now looking at a 3rd and 9. Engineers bring everybody in close right now on this 3rd down play. Now they're going to spread a couple of guys out to the right. Everybody on the left is in tight. Marinopoulos looks right and intercepted again, and this could be another pick 6. Harris is going along the sidelines, and he's in for the touchdown. 2 consecutive drives, 2 pick 6s, and Montclair State has the lead. That hurts. It looks to me like Jalen Harris saw that play all the way. He knew exactly where they were going to go with that, and he just cut right in front of the receiver, grabbed the ball, and this time there was nobody going to catch him. He was off on his own. Meyerson on to try the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up, and the kick is good. We have 5:43 to go here in the third quarter, and the game has taken a change. 14-7, Montclair State leads RPI. 2 pick sixes in less than 2 minutes of game time. The first one was at 7:19, Stefkovic, and then at 5:43, which is right now left to go in the quarter, Harris on the INT, both for 40-plus yards. And Coach I talked about this in the interview. Don't want turnovers. You really don't want those turnovers. Those are the killers. I mean, the turnovers, Montclair State leads 2-1 in the turnover department. RPI's was basically in place of a punt on the third down play. They went deep and it was intercepted. If they had punted, they probably would have gotten it in the same place on the next down. For RPI, radically different results. 2 INTs and 2 touchdowns out of those INTs. So Montclair State leads without their offense scoring any points. Kickoff is away. RPI's got it at the 12, 15, 20, 25. Munoz Watts has stood up at the 25-yard line. Just beyond the 25. They'll give him the 28. Yeah, they'll give him the 28. And RPI has to settle down now. First and 10, RPI at their own 28, down by 7. Munoz Watts goes back out there. He's going to line up as a wide receiver this time, so it's a 5 wide out formation for RPI. 2 left, 3 right for the Engineers. Over the middle, and Lombardi either didn't know the pass was coming or didn't see it. And now we've got a flag coming out late, right around where Lombardi was. And they're going to call pass interference. Maybe that's why. They're going to say pass interference, and that's why that would explain why Lombardi
pass interference.
So
defense number 31. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
A spot foul, automatic first down at the 33-yard line for RPI. First and 10, RPI at their own 33, down 14-7, 5:33 to go here, third quarter. Munoz Watts is going to go out to the left, and he'll take that pass at the 30, wide open, 35, 40, along the sidelines, 45, and forced out at the 48. That'll be a first down for RPI. Munoz Watts started in the backfield, moved left, and none of the defenders moved with him. Nobody moved over to cover him. That left him wide open for a first down reception. Ball now at the 48-yard line for RPI, 14-7. Montclair State leads, 5:10 to go here in quarter number 3. Montclair State almost offsides there. They'll stay onside. Marinopoulos under pressure, looking downfield. Nope, he's got to run, and he's going to get sacked back at the 45-yard line. Omari Wilmore, I'm going to say, on the sack, as RPI has had some good passing plays, but Marinopolis has also been in under a lot of pressure on most of the others. For the difficulty Montclair State has had on offense, the defense is playing very well in today's game. And let's face it, they've got the points up there. Those are 14 points because of the defense, not because of the offense. If Montclair State wins this, the defense won them this game. Marinopolis back to throw once again. He's got to toss this one away. He had nothing. And Marinopolis is pointing to something. And I don't know what. It could be he was saying, I was in the pocket, but I threw it beyond the line of scrimmage. And I think that's what he's saying. It can't be intentional grounding if you were thinking about that. To the referee, if he was thinking about that. That's who he was talking to. So 3rd down and 13 now for RPI. Ball's on the 45-yard line. Marinopolis has time, looking along the sidelines, and that's too far for Lombardi around the 20-yard line. He was in a tussle with the defender along the sidelines, but neither one of them could get to the ball. And RPI's drive peters out. Ball's at the 45, and Moncrief is going to come out to punt. Moncrief boots the ball away, and that is covered at the 24-yard line by Wilder. Yes, that is Wilder. .356 to go here in the 3rd quarter. RPI trailing Montclair State. It's 14-7 in the Red Hawks' favor. And the Red Hawks have the ball at their own 24. Handoff on 1st down. That's not going to be much. Mickens is stopped at the 26. Mendez was doing most of the running in the first half. Mickens has come in to do some running in the second half. Second and 8 at the 26 for Montclair State. Birch wants to throw left. Looks like he's got a man, and the receiver, he might have a real good beef right here. The receiver wants a flag. The defender was all over him. I think it was John Toy. He really wants a flag. There was a lot of contact before the ball got there, and Toy's not going to get a flag on that. It's possible RPI got away with one right there. That's incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 26-yard line for Montclair State. 2 receivers each side. 1 running back for the Red Hawks. Browns getting behind the RPI defense. Birch, he's going to go right, and it's along the sideline and forced out before a 1st down. That'll be short of a 1st down. The ball's out at around the 31. They needed to get to the 34. So it's Wilkins on the reception for Montclair State out at the 31-yard line, and that sends the punt team out for Montclair State. Kicked away. This is not a good kick so far. It's taking a Montclair State bounce, and it's going to be downed at the 38. So So it is Gallagher on the punt there. So 2:36 to go in the third quarter. RPI trailing 14-7. They have the ball once again at their own 38-yard line. Engineers with 3 wideouts, 1 slot back, and 1 running back. Marinopoulos on a throw, and he was looking over the middle for Walker Sutton, but it went just beyond his hands, and it goes incomplete. Four wide receiver formation for RPI on 2nd and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Marinopoulos looking right. Walker Sutton is his target again, and it's overthrown again. Harris, who got the 2nd interception for a touchdown for Montclair State on the coverage on that play, but really didn't have to do much. The ball was not catchable. That brings RPI to a 3rd and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Two receivers each side. Munoz Watts in the backfield. Marinopoulos throws over the middle, almost intercepted. It goes incomplete. Convoy was the intended receiver, and it missed him. The defender came diving in, couldn't get to it. And that makes it 4th and 10, and RPI is sending out the punt unit. This is the 8th punt for RPI. Back to Moncrief. He gets the ball away. Fair caught at the 20-yard line by Wilder. 21 call it. And Montclair State takes over there. 2:16 to go here in the third quarter. Montclair State 14, RPI 7. It's curious, Montclair State has punted 7 times today. At the 21-yard line, double tight end formation for the Red Hawks, single receivers each side. 1 man in the backfield. And nope, not a handoff. That was a fake handoff. Birch throws, and it's overthrown, and that's incomplete. I think it was Wilkins on the far sideline was the intended receiver. I mean, there really has not been a lot of offense in this game. I think the number of punts is indicative of that. The score is kind of indicative of that. Second down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Birch hands off, and is a fumble, and almost looked like a volleyball play. And RPI is going to recover at the 23-yard line. So Mickens on the carry fumbled the ball forward in an arc, and then it hit off somebody, almost like you were playing volleyball, and then it fell and ended up at the 28, and RPI recovered there. So the second turnover for the Red Hawks today puts RPI in good field position as the Engineers trail by 7 with 2:01 to go in quarter number 3. Not going to get many better chances than this. RPI on first down, on the ground, to the 21-yard line. Munoz Watts, a gain of 7 for the Engineers, going off that right side, and probably about 4 of those were the pile moving forward. RPI quick to the line. Second down and about 3. Munoz Watts, kept by Marinopoulos. He's going to make a run, and he's inside the 10. He's down to the 9-yard line. On the touchdown run back in the first half, a key play was Marinopoulos keeping it himself and going for it. So RPI's got a first and goal at the 9-yard line, down by 7. Munoz Watts on the carry, and he's going to get stopped. Nope, he lost the ball. Fumbled away to Montclair State, and they're headed back in the other direction, and this one could go all the way. It will. It's going to be Nelson all the way in for the touchdown. I'm assuming this counts. I haven't seen any flags. I haven't seen anything else. And this could be, it's 20-7. There you go. The referee just signaled it. RPI fumbled inside the 10. Nelson runs it back the rest of the way, 90-plus yards, and it's 20-7, Montclair State on top. Turnovers kill. Turnovers are destroying RPI today. Meyerson out to try the extra point. Snap, spots down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. No good, pardon me, no good. I should really wait and make sure the officials signal before I say that. So the kick missed. And it's 20-7 Montclair State with 2:01 to go here in the third quarter. So just to sum up your scoring again in this game, nothing in the first quarter. Second quarter, RPI with 16 seconds left. That's Marinopoulos to McDonald on a 4-yard touchdown pass, puts RPI up 7-0. Third quarter, 3 scores by Montclair State, all by the defense. Stefkovic with an interception return of about 47 yards. Harris with an interception return around 45 yards. And then Nelson just now with a 90-plus run back on a fumble has put Montclair State up with 2 extra points, 1 miss, 20-7 in today's game. And the Montclair State offense has done no points. RPI is down by 2 scores, and RPI's defense has done their job. They have given up nothing. It's turnovers by the offense that Montclair State, they say you need to capitalize on your turnovers. They have absolutely done that in today's game. Meyerson to kick off. Low kick. Finally taken by Munoz Watts around the 25. Nope, that's not Munoz Watts. That was Davis, Carlos Davis on the return for RPI, and he is stopped around the 26. So 3 of the last 5 drives for this RPI offense, they have turned the ball over, and it's resulted in a Montclair State touchdown. Engineers 1st and 10 at their own 26. Run is stopped at the 30-yard line. So Kalina on the carry, Nelson on the tackle. If you're curious, out of town, Union has defeated Morrisville State 48-14. Hobart with the win last night. Endicott defeating St. Lawrence 27-14 today, so not all Liberty League teams have won. Going on 2nd down, and he's going to make it out to the 35-yard line. So that's going to do it for the third quarter here. Montclair State with a 20-7 lead on RPI. RPI killed by turnovers. Out of town, last we have Ithaca leading Bridgewater State 52-20 in the fourth quarter. Don't know what time of the fourth quarter. St. John Fisher Buffalo State later, Case Western Reserve, and Rochester later. They've switched sides. RPI are going right to left. Montclair State left to right across your radio dial in quarter number 4. RPI down by 13 with 15 on the board. You are listening to WRPI Troy, Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium. Kurt Stutt on the call for you today. Third down and 1 at the 35-yard line for RPI. Kalina takes the carry, and he's going to cut up field, and he's across the 40 to the 41. And that'll be a first down for the Engineers. Al Shibley says Ferreira on the tackle. Engineers first and 10. They've got one really good drive, and that was their touchdown. And this play, Kalina ends up tripping on the turf and falls down at the 41. Looks like he's injured. Maybe he actually, either his cleat got stuck or he hurt his leg and it looked like he tripped. So the training staff is out there as he is on his hands and knees. So we'll have an official timeout here at the East Campus Stadium. 20-7. Montclair State leads RPI with 14:26 to go in today's game. He is off the field. Actually taking off his helmet on the sideline and throwing it on the ground. So he is obviously unhappy. Second down and 10 at the 41 for RPI. Low snap, Marinopoulos takes it, throws to Lombardi. It's complete to the 48. Lombardi breaks the tackle, and then he gets across the 50-yard line to the 49, and that should be an RPI first down. Stefkovic finally one of the group that tackles him at the 49-yard line, but RPI does move the chains. 13:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. RPI trailing. It's Montclair State 20, RPI 7. One receiver to the left, 3 to the right for RPI. One man in the backfield. Marinopoulos throws, and he was looking for Walker Sutton, who made a dive for the ball, but couldn't grab it. Second down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Buckley is now in at running back. Marinopoulos throws to him. He's alone in the flat on the right side to the 45, to the 40. Where do they mark him out? At the 39, and that should be another first down for RPI. So it's a first down, Engineers at the 39. We have 13:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Montclair State leading. They have 20. RPI has 7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. RPI. Marinopolis is almost exclusively out of the shotgun. We actually talked about that in the press box before the game. Fakes the handoff to Buckley. Throw and almost. That was Wilmore, Omari Wilmore, who read that. It was intended, the pass was intended for Conboy on the left sideline. Wilmore read it. He didn't read it enough to get there for an interception, but had the ball been on target, he would have easily knocked it away. His outstretched hand would have hit the ball. I don't think he would have been able to catch it. If he did, it would have been great. I mean, it would have been an amazing catch. But he saw all the way what was going on. Second down and 10 for RPI at the 39 of Montclair State. Marinopolis has some time, throws, and that's incomplete. He's looking for Lombardi at the 20-yard line over the middle. And again, that was Wilmore on the defense for Montclair State. Third down and 10 RPI at the 39. Two receivers left. Man in the slot on the left. One receiver right. Buckley in the backfield with Marinopolis. Marinopolis throws. He gets hit right as he lets go. Lombardi has it in his hands near the sideline. Doesn't hold on to it. If he had come down, he would have been out of bounds anyway. So it's incomplete, and Marinopolis had to get rid of that one fast. And here comes the punt team for RPI at the 39. They're going to punt it with 12:50 to go. Moncrief back at his own side of the field. Wilder back to get this kick. High kick towards the sidelines at the 5, bounces out of bounds. So RPI has Montclair State pinned back at the 5. So 12:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Montclair State 20, RPI 7. That was the 9th punt by RPI today. In situations like that, normally I would have thought it's 12:50 to go, you need 2 scores, go for it, but Montclair State's offense isn't going anywhere. Handoff on first down, case in point, maybe a yard, maybe half a yard, about half a yard. Out to the 4.5-yard line. And are they calling a timeout? Yes. Montclair State's calling a timeout. 12:27 to go, fourth quarter. Redhawks want to talk this one over. It's going to be second and a little over 9. Inside their own 5. I mean, this is the 11th possession for the offense for Montclair State. You've got 7 punts, 1 interception, 1 fumble, and actually at the end of the first half, they couldn't get anywhere. So it's not been a stellar performance by the Montclair State offense. Defense has them with 3 turnovers for touchdowns. Defense has them in the lead. Birch is in the end zone as he's out of the shotgun on second down and about 9. Mendez, the running back, weaves his way through, and he gets close to another first down. He's down right about the 14-yard line. And what are they going to say? Yep, that's first down. They are moving the chains. So one of the best runs today for Montclair State gets them out of immediate danger as they're out to their own 14. 11:35 to go, fourth quarter. Montclair State 20, RPI 7. Single receivers each side, tight end on the right, man in the slot on the right for Montclair State. Birch hands off to Mendez. Mendez weaves his way through the middle, gets grabbed and pushed back by Deptula. Forward progress has him at a gain of 2 out to the 16-yard line. Crowd is quiet here at the East Campus Stadium. As the RPI Engineers' fortunes changed in the third quarter. In a 5-minute 18 span. 5-minute 18-second span of play, 3 defensive touchdowns by Montclair State. Second down and 8. Mendez takes the carry, goes back. He's reversing, pardon me, and now he's starting to move forward, but he stopped at the 13, so he loses about 3 yards. So if RPI can hold here, this is where punting with 12:50 to go inside the 40 may not have been a bad call, because they may get the ball back in pretty good field position. Under 10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Third down and 11, balls at the 13-yard line. Two receivers right, one to the left. Birch out of the shotgun, gives to Mendez. He's going to go left, turns it upfield along the sidelines. No, he got just tripped up at the 15-yard line, and he couldn't hold his balance, and he falls down. And that's going to make it about a 4th and 10. And of course, Montclair State is going to punt. That was McGrath, Cole McGrath of RPI, who just got a hand on him to make him lose his balance and then go to the ground. Fourth down. Gallagher punts. Spellman takes it. He reverses to his 40-yard line. He's up ahead to the 45. And he's out of bounds just beyond the 45-yard line. Let's see where they spot this. It's going to be RPI's ball. The officials go to the 46. It'll be at the 46-yard line. 9 exactly to go in the fourth quarter. RPI trailing by 13. Five wide out formation for Marinopolis. 3-man front for Montclair State. Marinopolis looks, doesn't see anything. He's got a lot of guys around him. He is sacked. Marinopolis goes down at the 43. Michael Abraham on the sack for Montclair State. So this drive has already gone a -2 for RPI. Clock is running, 8:35 to go, fourth quarter. Engineers now have a running back, 2 receivers each side. Montclair State puts a bunch of guys on the line. Pass that is going to be complete and caught at the 49 is Walker Sutton. He went back a few yards and moved forward a few yards trying to get free, but couldn't. That puts RPI at the 49-yard line. Third down and 7. Under 8 to go in the fourth quarter. Single man in the backfield, 2 receivers each side. And the pass is complete to Munoz Watts along the left sideline, but he is stopped and he will not make it to the first down. Stefkovic, the first person there to grab him, gets a little help on the tackle. And RPI is now looking at a 4th and 2 at the 46. RPI is going to keep the offense out there on 4th and 2. 4 wide out formation. Marinopoulos throws, and it's complete to Lombardi. He's got a first down to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, breaks right across the 10, 5, and he's out of bounds inside the 5. Also lost the ball. So where did the ball get lost, and where is he out? Okay, they're going to say the 2. They'll say that Lombardi was out at the 2. This is where it gets dicey because if you lose a fumble out of the end zone, the other team gets the ball. But they're going to say Lombardi was out at the 2, so it's a 1st and goal RPI at the 2. 6:50 to go in the 4th quarter. RPI trailing by 13 at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Marinopoulos throws, looking corner, and incomplete. Looking for McDonald in the corner. Was well played on defense, though. And it goes incomplete on 1st down. Second and 2. Well, 2nd and goal, pardon me, at the 2 for RPI. Marinopoulos looking, pass complete, that's a touchdown. I think that was Conboy who got that. Waiting to see him run over to the sidelines. Yes, that's Conboy on the slant pattern. Gets the 2-yard reception for the touchdown, and RPI pulls to within 1. McDougal out to try the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So 6:40 to go. RPI gets a TD, and they pulled it within 1 score. It is now Montclair State 20 and RPI 14. The way this game has been going, you have to think RPI's offense is getting this ball again because Montclair State's offense has produced almost nothing. .640 is a long time to kill if you have trouble getting first down. McDougal sends a low kick, covered by one of the up men. It hit him in the chest, and he races back, and he covers it at the 30-yard line. If you are Montclair State's offense and you ever wanted a long drive, today, right now, is that time. Montclair State 1st and 10 at their own 30. Single wideouts, double tight end formation, 1 man in the backfield. Birch hands off to Mendez. Mendez is ahead near the 35. Oh, pardon me, that's Mickens on the carry. RPI has 3 timeouts, but Montclair State wants to work this clock down. So the Red Hawks are in no desire to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're staying in their huddle.
You should be playing defense. Your mom tries to stop it.
Play clock's down to 5. Same formation as the previous play. Second down. Mickens with the carry, and he's going to get a first down to the 40-yard line. Just gets to the 40-yard line before Lyons tackles him. Yeah, they're going to give him the 41, actually. But that's a first down for Montclair State. 5:35 to go in today's game. Montclair State 20, RPI 14. At the 41, 1st and 10. Same formation, except Mickens is on the other side of Birch. He'll take the carry, and he's ahead for 7 yards. So he dives out to the 47-yard line. That'll make it second. No, actually make that 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 at the 47. And again, the Red Hawks are running that clock down to under 5. Two receivers to the right. Nobody on the left. Mickens takes another carry, and he's going to fall forward. No, fall with the ball. Ball's loose around the 48-yard line, and RPI saying that they have it. Has there been a signal? I think the officials might discuss forward progress here. Was forward progress stopped and the play technically dead at that point? I think that's what they want to talk about. They have not signaled who has the ball right now. RPI came out with it, but the officials have not stated it's RPI's ball. Okay, so RPI doesn't get the ball. I think you can tell that from the booing, and I could not tell what the referee said, but I think it was forward progress had stopped, and then the ball came loose. I think that's what the referee called it. So it is not RPI's ball. It stays Red Hawk ball at the 50-yard line. It will be a 3rd and 1 for Montclair State. Clock is running. We're down to 4:05 to go in the 4th quarter. Still 22 seconds left on the play clock. Double tight end formation, single wideouts each side. Mendez is back in there at the running back. Mendez has got a first down. He went left, finally found some room, just gets across. He gets across the 50. He needed to get to the 49 of RPI, made it to the 48, and that's a first down. Clock's continuing to run. 3:35 to go in the 4th quarter. RPI trailing by 6, but does not have the ball.
I hear Al gets bent over by his wife. Oh, your wife doesn't want you back tonight. You dumbass.
Down to 3:15 to play. 5 seconds on the play clock. Same double tight end formation for Montclair State. Handoff straight ahead, stopped at the 47. We're under 3 to play. They won't have to snap the ball again until there's under 2.5 minutes to play. Ball's at the 47-yard line. RPI with 3 timeouts. After this play, they may need to start using those. I can't imagine Montclair State's going to pass this ball. They have changed their formation. They'll put 3 wideouts on the left, 3 wideouts on the right, tight end on the left. Mendez takes the carry, finds some room to the 45, to the 44. He stopped, and that'll be the first timeout from RPI with 2:19 to go in today's game. Oh, no, they didn't. I thought they did. Yeah. The clocks kept running, but I was certain that Ralph Izernia came on the field and signaled a timeout. There's 2:11 on the clock. There should be more time on the clock. I mean, when I said it, was when I saw Ralph Izernia on the field and the official call it. Okay, so there'll be 2:21 on the game clock. I don't remember what it actually was when he called the timeout. But they'll get 10 seconds back from what is right now 2:11. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Montclair State. Redhawks have to get a first down, obviously, to keep the ball. And if they get a first down, they still can't run out the clock. RPI can take 2 more timeouts, and Montclair State still has to run plays. So they're not out of the woods with a first down. 3rd and 6 at the 44 for the Redhawks. The two receivers go to the left this time. Mendez in the backfield. Birch out of the shotgun. They give us to Mendez. He goes to the middle and he's stopped. RPI is going to call a timeout. No gain on that play. So it's going to be 4th and 5 or 6 basically, with 2:16 to go in the game. So it's RPI with 1 timeout left. You're expecting Montclair State to punt in this circumstance, which they will. Gallagher is out there to punt. Spellman's going out for the return team. It would be a gutsy call to call a fake here. But they won't. Back to Gallagher. He gets the punt away. High end-over-end kick. RPI is going to run away from this ball, and it'll be downed at the 17-yard line. There's 2:05 to go in today's game. That was the 9th punt for Montclair State. RPI down by 6, starting out at their own 17. Probably their last possession of the game. 5 wide receiver formation. Marinopoulos looking to throw, and he's going to get hit, gets away from that, now throws the ball, and it's out of bounds. He threw that one away. Al Shipley called Munoz Watts as the intended receiver. I would call any reserve for Montclair State as the intended receiver on that. .158 to go, 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line. Marinopoulos finds Conroy over the middle, and he is stopped in the field of play at the 23. And there's a flag on the play. This is in the backfield. Are we looking at a holding call?
Roughing the passer. Defense number 3.
Bad penalty by Montclair State. That's a bad one. I mean, we have not had a lot of penalties in today's game. The only, I'm going to use air quotes, controversial call would be the fumble or forward progress stopped. The discussion. And other than that, it's actually been a pretty clean game for the first game of the season. First and 10 RPI as they're now out to the 38-yard line. 1:43 to go in today's game. RPI trailing by 6, and Marinopolis' pass, I think that was tipped. That was way off target. If it wasn't tipped, it was just a bad pass. But it goes incomplete on first and 10. So it would be second and 10 for RPI at their own 38-yard line. Four wide receivers. Munoz Watts moves out of the backfield into the flat. Marinopolis under pressure, now gets rid of it. He's throwing, looking for Lombardi, and there's a flag on the play. This might be a hit to the head. No, we're going to call pass interference. I wasn't sure if it was pass interference or if Lombardi, as he was moving, got slapped in the head. But before the crowd gets super excited, that's a 15-yard penalty. Or is it to the spot? Everybody's moving down to the spot, but in college it's 15 yards. I thought for a moment they had changed the rule on me. But no, they're going to go back to the 47 of Montclair State. It's 15 yards or less if it's less than 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. So RPI gets the 15 yards and the first down, but they're only to the 47. They're not down to the 20, which it would have been in the NFL. 1:33 to go in the game. First and 10 RPI. Engineers trail by 6. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Two receivers on the right. You got two on the left. They're pretty close to the line. One running back, low snap, Marinopolis picks it up. Doesn't see anything downfield, rolls out to his right, now puts it up in the air. That is caught at the 31-yard line by Walker Sutton, and he's out of bounds at the 29. That's another first down for RPI. Down by 6, 1:23 left on the clock. First and 10, RPI at the 29-yard line. We'll have two receivers to the left. Marinopolis gives to Munoz Watts. He goes right, 30, 25, and he's down near the 20. They'll say he touched at 21, so that's a pickup of 8. Clock is running after that play. RPI down to one timeout, 1:05 to go. Marinopolis takes the snap, looking along the sidelines, and that's overthrown, looking for Conboy, but beyond his reach. Clock stops, 3rd and 2 with 54.8 seconds left. RPI had to get to the line quickly in the previous play. The clock was still running. Obviously, this is 4-down territory. Marinopolis throws, it's incomplete. Looking in the flat for Munoz Watts. Marinopolis got nailed right after that play. It might have actually been a lateral, but it goes out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to call it a lateral. They're moving the ball back. So a lateral technically is it's a fumble. If you don't catch a lateral, it's a fumble. So the fumble out of bounds at the 28 moves the ball back to the 28-yard line. That makes it a 4th down and 9. I mean, this is the game right here. And RPI is going to call a timeout. So some bad luck there as the lateral ends up in the loss of yards against RPI. Engineers down by 6. Opening game of the 2021 season. Students are still here. I think most of the people who showed up at the beginning are still here right now. Timeout is over here in Troy. Here's your situation. 4th and 9 RPI, balls at the Montclair State 28. Engineers need a touchdown. 51.2 seconds left in the game. Four receiver formation. Winnows Watts next to Marinopoulos in the backfield. He's to the quarterback's right. Snap. Marinopoulos is scanning the field. Throws, and that is complete to McDonald. To the 20, he's down at the 15. That is a first down. Clock will stop. The chains have to move. RPI gets a new series of downs. 43.3 seconds on the clock. And now it's just started. RPI has to line up. They're down to 38 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Marinopoulos looking end zone, looking in the corner, and does he have a man, and it's incomplete. Clock stops at 29.1 seconds left. We also have a procedure call against RPI. This would not have counted. So the officials are huddling about this. Right now there's 29.1 seconds left, but if there was a procedure call while the clock was still running, then the incomplete pass doesn't count, does it? The clock should start to run again. You can't take a procedure call to stop the clock. So you're looking at a 10-second runoff here. I think that's what the officials are talking about right now. Ball's going to get backed up to the 20, but the clock is the question here.
5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So they're going to put 36 seconds on the clock, which is what it was before, but the clock has to start. So they haven't said start yet. We're still waiting for them to square everything away. But I'm concerned about the clock here. If I was Montclair State, I'd be like, well, wait a minute. They get the clock stopped. It should start to run immediately. Now we're going to have more discussion here at the East Campus Stadium. 20-14, Montclair State leads RPI with 36 seconds right now on the clock, and RPI in possession of the ball at the 20-yard line. Our referee is talking. They're now going to talk to the sideline of Montclair State as we're trying to straighten out what's going on with the clock.
Stop. Therefore, there will be a 10.
Okay, so that's what I thought was supposed to happen. If you take a penalty at this point of the game and you stop the clock and you're on offense, you have to get a runoff on that. Or take a timeout, but RPI has no timeouts. So there's a 10-second runoff, 26 seconds left. Marinopoulos looking for the corner once again, and the defender is right there. Touchdown RPI! The defender tipped it, and it got caught by another receiver, and RPI has just tied the game. Yes, the officials just talked over, and yes, they just tied it. I think Conroy got the reception on the tip, and that was really well defensed. The defender was in between the ball and the receiver, and he was able to get up and tip it, but it went to Conroy, it looks like, and RPI has just tied it. McDougal out to try the extra point, and now Montclair State's going to take a timeout. So RPI has tied it with 18.4 seconds left on a touchdown off a tip from the defender. Now Montclair State they need to block this kick. I mean, they'll get the ball back on the kickoff, but they really need to block this kick because they don't have a lot of time left. They'll have 2 timeouts and an offense that has not gotten anywhere. Snap, spots down. McDougal's kick is up, and it is good. RPI takes a 21-20 lead with 18.4 seconds left. RPI 21, Montclair State 20. Something new every day. RPI, they've got a kickoff. They need to make sure this doesn't get run back and then hold the Montclair State offense, and they can get out of here with a 1-point victory. And this would be a wipe your brow. Got away with one if RPI can come out with a victory today. McDougal to kick it off. It's a low kick. Montclair State, one of the up men will take it, finds a hole to the 35, and now he's going to get caught from behind and thrown down at the 32 with 11.2 seconds left. It was Connor Noyes on the tackle for RPI. Montclair State has it. 11.2 seconds left at the 32-yard line. They've got 4 downs, but obviously time is the factor. They do have 2 timeouts, but 11.2 is not a lot of time. Burke takes a snap. Pass is tipped, and where did it go? It was caught. We have another tip and a caught. This time Wilkins got it on the tip for Montclair State. He stopped at the 35, and there's 0.1 seconds left on the clock. And I have to think that when the play stopped, somebody on Montclair State sideline had to have called a timeout. I can't believe there's 0.1 seconds left. There's got to be more than that. That play didn't take 10 seconds. Now the officials are talking it over. There has to be more time. It was not a 10-second play. I guess it is. They're leaving the clock at 0.1. Okay. If that's what it is, that's what it is. I think Montclair State's still talking to one of the officials, looking at the clock and saying that's not what the time should be. They're going to leave. No, they're going to put it at 1 second. There's 1 second on the clock. It doesn't really mean much between 0.1 and 1. The play's going to last longer than 1. So Montclair State, barring a defensive penalty, has 1 play left. Down by 1 in the 4th quarter. And the throw, that is incomplete. Bounced around the hands of Fatucci. It's incomplete, and RPI wins barely here at East Campus Stadium, 21-20. RPI with the victory over Montclair State. Teams are shaking hands. Officials are going off. And it is an odd game, a very, very odd game. All the points were scored with RPI's offense on the field, except for the conversions except for the special teams, the conversion. But all the scoring plays occurred when RPI's offense was on the field. RPI with 3 touchdowns on offense, Montclair State with 3 touchdowns on defense. The difference in the game is Meyerson missed the 3rd extra point attempt. After the 3rd touchdown, Meyerson missed the kick. And that's your difference right now. RPI made all 3 kicks. Montclair State missed 1 kick. And because of that, RPI comes out with a 21-20 victory here at the East Campus Stadium. RPI's offense got going at the end. They scored their last drive of the first half, and then they scored their last 2 drives in the 4th quarter in order to get the win. RPI's offense was hit and miss today. There's obviously work you have to do there. Montclair State's offense, not there. Scored nothing, really didn't do anything. Didn't even make it to the red zone. Didn't even get that far. Didn't even get down that far. Montclair State's offense needs some work. The defense for Montclair State, up until the last 2 drives, played very, very well. It was looking at one point like this would be a 2-score Montclair State victory, and the defense only gave up 1 score and scored 3. It was looking a lot like that, and I thought that's the way the game was going to end at one point, until RPI came back with everything at the end of the game and ended up with the victory in today's game. It was a wild one in the end. It started out a very boring game, and I think at the end it was a much more exciting game for everybody involved. And unfortunately, if you're a Montclair State fan or a player, coach, whatever, it's going to be a rough one. It's a rough one to take. It's a tough loss. And, you know, the defense let up 2 near the end, but the defense scored all 3 for Montclair State. It's just not going to be a happy time for Montclair State and for RPI again. You wipe your brow on this one. Got away with one here. Got to play better next time. And next time will be next weekend. So I don't believe I'm going to have final stats for anybody. So I'm going to run down the scoring in today's game. As best I know it. No scoring in the first quarter today. In the second quarter with 16 seconds left in the half, actually. Marinopoulos to McDonald for a 4-yard touchdown pass. McDougall with the conversion made it 7-0 RPI. That was the score after the first half. In the third quarter, 3 scores by Montclair State, all on turnovers. It was Stefkovic with an interception, 47 yards. Meyerson's kick made it 7-7. That was at 7:19 to go in the third. On the next possession by RPI, Harris with an interception that went back 45 yards approximately. Meyerson's kick made it 14-7 Montclair State, and with 2:01 to go in the third quarter, Nelson ran back a fumble 90-plus yards to put Montclair State up 20-7. That's the kick that missed. Meyerson's kick missed there, and that was the difference in the game. In the fourth quarter with 6:40 to go, RPI got a touchdown. Marinopoulos to Conboy for 2 yards. McDougall's kick made it 20-14, and in the end, with 19 seconds to go, RPI got a tip off a defender in the end zone. I think Conboy was the one at the reception. It goes in the books as a Marinopoulos to Conboy 20-yard pass, if I'm correct on that, and McDougall with the kick. Yep, Conboy. They just came up on live stats. So Conboy with the reception there, and McDougall with the kick made it 21-20 in favor of RPI. Montclair State got the ball back with not a lot of time left, couldn't move the ball down the field, and the final score here at the East Campus Stadium was RPI 21 and Montclair State 20. So RPI moves to 1-0 on the season. Montclair State starts out 0-1. Montclair State, they are at Delaware Valley next Saturday That's a 1 o'clock start for Montclair State. Delaware Valley, by the way, is in Pennsylvania. And RPI will be back here hosting Stevenson next Saturday at noon, and we'll be bringing you that on the air. So that's what's coming up. Engineers of the game. The offensive engineer of the game is easily Riley Conboy, picking up 2 touchdowns, and especially the game-winning touchdown on the deflection. I don't know why he was in the right place at the right time. He was. For whether that was instinct or whether that was happened to be there, whatever, he was there, and he made the catch off the deflection. And with the extra point, RPI gets the win. So he's my RPI offensive engineer of the game. For RPI on defense, let's face it, Montclair State didn't score on offense. I mean, the defense played a great game for RPI today. They really did. They played just an outstanding game, all around. Montclair State offense was just stymied all day long. It was really a good all-around performance by the RPI defense. If RPI had lost this game, you would have been looking at a defense that shuts out the opponent and you lose the game. I mean, that doesn't happen all that often. But the reason RPI was able to win was because the defense played spectacularly. So you got to look at the whole defense for starters, but CJ Lyons had led the team in tackles, and so we're going to make him the defensive engineer of the game out of today's performance. So that is on offense, that is Riley Conboy, and on defense, that is CJ Lyons as my engineers of the game. And that will be it for us here from the East Campus Stadium. Some thank yous. We'd like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. I'd like to thank Kevin Beatty and Perry Lascaris from the sports information staff. A lot of work had to be done to not only A, get us permission to come up here and do the game, but also B, technically getting things ready for today's game. Perry was here late helping out. Kevin has been helping out for a couple of weeks. Much appreciated to them. Also back at the station, Lindsay Vogelman, who was inboarding today's game, and also her and many other people yesterday helping out with technical issues as well back at the station to make sure that we could broadcast to you today. So I would like to thank all those people who allowed us to bring this broadcast to you, and I know there were people who couldn't be here. Hopefully there'll be a future when you can be here. We'd like all the fans back and everybody. The students did an outstanding job today as, the crowd. They did an outstanding job. Pep banners here, so the environment was better, but we'd like all the other people back as well once that is safe to do. So we'd really like that. So I appreciate all the people who helped out to make sure that we could get this game on the air. Again, our next broadcast will be next Saturday at noon. RPI is hosting Stevenson here at the East Campus Stadium. My name is Kurt Studd. I would like to thank you for listening to today's game. The final score here from the East Campus Stadium, it was RPI 21 and Montclair State 20. And you've been listening to live coverage of Engineer Football on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy.